There we are. Let me back. Oh, it's fun right at the beginning here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Amazon Live. And boy, you guys, I am very, very excited about this particular Amazon Live because many of you guys already know, if you already know me, I am Marcy McKenna. I am your host for this really fun show that is all about the best of the best beauty products, beauty brands on Amazon for us more mature women, for women over 50. Now, really, all of these could be for anybody, but I wanted to do a show specifically for women over 50 because I do believe that we have some unique challenges. I don't know if it's just me. I would love for you guys to chime in the chat and let me know, actually. And I'm seeing lots of people joining on. So welcome, everybody. But there is just something that happens when you turn 50. Jen, my producer, and I, who is sitting right here with me, we were both saying it's like clockwork. Like all of a sudden, these these shifts in not only our the skin on our face, but our feet, our the skin on our body, the behind the arms, all of it. It seems to change very, very quickly. And I am a beauty junkie. I probably have tried almost every beauty product known to man, and I definitely have my favorites, especially for this time in my life. So I'm really excited to share everything that you're seeing here tonight. These are my personally curated favorites on Amazon. And if you guys are like me, I'm guessing you are, shopping on Amazon can be a little overwhelming. There are literally, I think at last count, over 700 million products on the platform. So sifting through the noise, finding out which ones really are good, which ones look good on your laptop, but then they show up and they're just not anything like you expected. And so back they go. So really, one of the things I really pride myself on here at Amazon is sifting through the noise, finding the best of the best and sharing those with you. And so anything that I show you is something that I either authentically use and love, or that I have researched upside down, inside out, have talked to people that have used it and love it, and I feel confident that I can share it with you. And so tonight's episode in particular, being all about best of beauty for women over 50, I feel like that's more important than ever because, as you guys know, skincare products can be a flipping fortune these days. They are just going up and up and up. And yet it's kind of nice as we're getting older to start to pamper ourselves a little bit and do a little extra for ourselves. But we want to know that what we're buying is the good stuff. So that's what we are going to do tonight. I'm going to show you the good stuff. And not only that, I'm going to throw in a few little tips and tricks of the trade when it comes to beauty, because I have learned a thing or two in my career life because I have hosted on QVC and HSN and Joyous and all the different social media platforms. I've got to work with some of the best professional makeup artists, the best skincare professionals, and I'm always picking their brains for little tips on whether it's makeup or skincare, you name it. So I want to share a little bit of that with you guys as well. And also I'll kind of weave that in with the products that I'm getting ready to show you. But one other thing I want to mention is that when it comes to beauty, and maybe this is more so as I've gotten older, I really do think of it as, sort of a holistic, it is not just having great makeup and great hair. That's kind of what I used to, when we were younger, I think that's what it was all about. But for me now, it is from head to toe. It's the skin on your body. It's what your feet look like. It is your hair and your face and your lips and all of that fun stuff. But then it's also how we feel inside and how we treat ourselves on the inside. And I do think this is, we've worked hard in our lives and we have no doubt been through a lot of challenges and trials and tribulations and all of that. And I do think this is a chapter in our lives where we can treat ourselves a little bit, and we should find times to carve out those, little pampering moments for ourselves and give ourselves a little slice of luxury here and there. And so I hope you find a little bit of that on this show tonight. And I just have to say hi to a few people. So many are jumping on. We have, I'm seeing some of our brands already on. I'm seeing Gildan Tree. I'm seeing Luna Essence. I'm seeing Candy Fitzpatrick. all the way from Alaska, Cooper Landing. Actually, I never knew that, Candy. You've never specified that. So welcome from Cooper Landing. Let's see, just forgot to mention. Oh, and we've got Anne in snowy Omaha. Let's see, we've got Colorado in the house. Who else do we have in the house? Gosh, we've got Katya, we've got David. I love that we have some men on here. Well, welcome to everybody. I think I'm going to go ahead and dive in because I have so much I want to show you, and some of them I might have to push. I was actually thinking, because I have so many little makeup tips and tricks that I'm dying to share with you guys, products that I'm dying to show you guys. So I may do a whole nother one that's all about makeup over 50, because I have so much fun with that. But I am going to sneak a couple in here, I think, just for the heck of it. So anyway, but before we jump into all of the products that I have for you guys tonight, I can't forget to talk about my favorite part of all of my lives, and that is the giveaway. So if you have not already entered to win, I think that's the, hold on 1 second here. Oh, there we go. There it is. If you haven't already entered to win, you can do so right now, right there. I've been doing this for how many years, and I still point the wrong way every time. Anyway, whichever way it is, you can use that QR code to enter the giveaway. And I just want to explain, there is no strings attached to that giveaway. You do not have to buy anything to enter the giveaway. I just am thanking you. The brands that I'm featuring are thanking you for being here tonight with us live. And to me, there are no more fun giveaways than a beauty product giveaway. So just know that 2 of the products that I am featuring tonight, we are giving away. So you definitely want to get in on that. Use that QR code. And if you would like to double your chances to win, I know some of you already have, because you can double your chances to win by following my storefront. And all you have to do is click that follow button. And Jen, our producer, who's sitting right over here, is paying attention, and she will make sure that you get that second chance to win tonight. Okay, any questions so far? Just one other bit I find, I always take for granted the fact that I assume everybody is familiar with live shopping and everybody has done Amazon Live before. And then I come to learn later that that is so not the case. So I just want to quickly explain a few things to everybody. First of all, if it is your first time, I'm so glad you're here, because live shopping is such a blast. I have to say, it is so much fun. It is so much fun for me. I hope it is for you guys as well. But one of my very favorite things about live shopping is, you might have guessed, it's the chat. And so many of you have already jumped in. And if you haven't already jumped in to say hi, please do, so that I know you're here. And if you guys have any particular beauty woes, what is your most challenging beauty issue in your life right now? I would love to know, because I can sort of, I think, weave that in to the presentation tonight if I know what everybody is dealing with. And I know if you are someone over 50, we share a lot of the same kind of issues. So I definitely will be touching on those, but let us know in the chat so we can all get on the same page for sure. And the other thing I just want to mention is that you are probably seeing the carousel. The carousel is where all of the products that I'm going to be featuring tonight, that's where they're located. And so whenever I'm talking about a product, I'm actually going to click on that product and highlight it, so you know that that is the product that we are talking about. And you can click on that as well to get more information, and you'll still be with me here in Amazon Live. But if something sounds interesting to you and you want to click on it, go ahead and do that, and you can get all of the details on that product. Now, we are simulcasting. We are simulcasting all over pretty much every social media channel there is. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on X, you name it. So wherever you are, you guys are seeing the chat where you are. And unfortunately, when you're on the social media platforms, you can't see the carousel and you can't click on the products to dive deeper on those. So what I would recommend is, I would recommend that if you are on any one of the social channels, if you want to jump on over to Amazon, you'll get the full experience. And so it's just a little easier. You'll see the full chat, all of that. So that's what I would recommend. I think Jen is putting the link to get over to Amazon inside the chat right there. So grab that and head on over if you would like to. Let's see, what moisturizers do you have? Sorry, just joined. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. We are definitely going to be talking about moisturizers. So if you can hold on just a bit, we're going to get into that. But want to kick off the show. Well, there's a little pun in there somewhere. You guys will discover it in just a second. But I do want to kick off the show. I started mentioning feet earlier. And I really do think, not only do I think, I have researched it, and I know that as we age, our feet age right along with us. And in all the same ways that we age the skin on our face, we are losing collagen, we are losing elastin in our feet. That is why they start to get a little more wrinkly. They start to get very dehydrated and dry, as we all know. And so many times we neglect our feet and we pay only attention to here. So many times we even neglect our necks and our décolletage. But the feet are just as important. That is sort of a dead giveaway for our age if we're not taking care of our feet. And so I'm a big proponent of that. And one of the reasons I became a big proponent of that is I discovered a brand that is called Gildan Tree. And when I was on the Gildan Tree website, there was a foot quiz that I thought, I think I'll take that quiz and just see what happens. And it basically tells you how bad or how good your feet are and what you need to do to get them in better shape. And let's just say I'm not going to tell you how I scored on that foot quiz, but it did inspire me. And it inspired me. I pay a lot of attention to my feet now. And you guys, it is sandal season. It is upon us. So if ever there was a time to get our feet in good shape, it is now. And boy, do I have a treat for you. Not just one treat. I have a few treats when it comes to our feet tonight. And so I just really do want to encourage you to pay attention to your feet as part of your beauty routine. I think you'll be really happy you do. I think it'll be a lot more fun to wear those high-heeled sandals and those flip-flops and all of that. And I think your feet will thank you too, because they'll feel so much better. And so there are three things that are sort of the major culprits of why our feet start to look bad. Number one is that we are dehydrated. So we mentioned that. And, I think it shows probably first on our feet than anywhere else. So we always do need to be hydrating, but we also need to be exfoliating. That is one of the biggest. And exfoliating not only makes our feet look better, right? Because it's getting rid of all of those dead, yucky calluses and just the dead skin. But when we exfoliate, we are letting that younger, more youthful, radiant skin shine through. And at the same time, we are encouraging cellular turnover. And so by exfoliating, by sloughing off the dead skin, it wakes our feet up. It encourages collagen to be produced, cells to turn over. And within what they say is typically when you start exfoliating your feet, within about 7 days, there will be an incredibly noticeable difference. Now, when I took that foot quiz, the product that I discovered from Gildan Tree, I have, if anybody knows me, you know how in love I am with this product. Not only the story behind it, and I'm not going to go so much into that this time, but I will tell you that there are a couple of videos on Amazon and probably all over the internet with me telling the story about the maker. Her name is Ann Terriani. And just very quickly, I will let you know that it's such a remarkable story that Time Magazine did an article on her and her product line and what she's doing to give back. The product I'm about to show you, this one right here, is handmade in Pakistan by artisans. And now not only employs those artisans to make these, but she also helps to educate their children. So it's really incredible. It goes much deeper. But the other little tidbit I want to share with you guys is that not only am I so head over heels in love with this, and you're going to find out why in just a second, but so is Miss O, Oprah Winfrey. This is her favorite foot scrubber. And I am not doing a good job in the carousel. I apologize for that. I am going to highlight it right there. This is a pumice stone by Gildan Tree. This is terracotta. This is, as I said, it is hand molded, handmade in Pakistan, and it is fired in the kiln and dried in the sun. And I say all of that just to say, I want you to understand that this is a lifetime pumice stone. This will never have to be replaced as long as you don't drop it on the floor and break it. But it works so incredibly well. And why does it work so well? Couple things. first of all, it's dual-sided. So as you can see right there, this is really the rough side there. And then when you turn it over, you'll see that there's sort of little grooves in there. And this is the smoother side, but it still does have some texture to it. So what you do is you're taking this with you in the shower, and I just put a couple little pumps of liquid soap right on there, and I just go to town with this rough side, especially those cracked heels. I get the balls of my feet. I even try to do the tops of my feet and around my toes. And once you feel like you've done a great job at that, you're going to flip it over, and then this side is for buffing. So this smooths it out, and it kind of sloughs off all that skin that you just brought to the surface. So between the two of these, it starts to work really quickly. And she always says 7 days. I keep thinking Anne needs to change her marketing, because for me, it's immediate. It literally, I get out of the shower, I'm like, why do I not do this every single time? And now I really am starting to do it every single time. But my gosh, it makes such a difference. And as you're seeing in the carousel there, it is a great price point, especially when you think of this being a lifetime pumice stone. Really, really remarkable. The other thing that I have fallen in love with from Gildan Tree, they actually have lots of different things I'm in love with, but I just want to show you one other one. Oh, here it is. This is to die for. And to me, the combination of these two is sort of the ultimate glow up for your feet, especially as we are heading into sandal season. This is a 1-2 punch that you're going to be so happy to have. And I will say it's also a really fun gift to give. I love gifting this. Either by itself, depending on what the occasion is, you might just want to do this, which I keep several of these in my little gifting closet, because man, woman, age does not matter. Everybody loves this. Loves it. And when you hear the story behind it and you get to gift it with that story, home run every time. But add this to the mix and you are a gifting hero. You are a superstar. Let me just say that. So this is called the Nourishing Foot Cream. And what comes to mind, you'll see in just a second here. She says, I'm so glad that works for you. The scrubber doesn't hurt when you use it with a drop or two of liquid soap. Exactly. Because and when your skin is, moisture, the steam is going in the shower and your skin is softening, you put that liquid soap on here and start going to town. And because it's dead skin anyway, I think that's why it doesn't hurt when you do it. But boy, does it work. Really, really does. And then what I do is when I get out of the shower, when I'm still moist, I don't dry my feet completely. I like to keep them a little bit moist. Then I'll get my favorite Nourishing Foot Cream out, as you can see right there. I hope you can tell. It's like it's whipped almost. And this is going to, maybe some of you guys know this brand, maybe you don't, but there is a brand, very high-end brand sold at the most high-end department stores called La Mer. And if you've ever tried La Mer face cream, when I was younger and babysitting for a living and couldn't afford anything, I remember we used to go to the department stores and get a sample just so we could try it, because it was, I think it's like $100 for a half an ounce of La Mer. This reminds me of La Mer. It has that same consistency, that same just luxurious, your skin will just soak it in. And she says that it is a foot cream, but I will tell you, I will warn you, when you put this on your feet for the first time, you will keep going all the way up your whole body, because it feels so good. And your skin just immediately starts to it softens, it feels silky. It's not, it's very kind of rich and nourishing, but in an interesting way, it's also lightweight. It doesn't feel cakey or anything. It just instantly, your skin, the skin on the tops of your feet, on the bottoms of the feet, it just glows. It really does. So that's when I say it's the ultimate glow up, pedicure, pedi glow up, I do mean that. The key ingredients here, what makes this different, is that this has an aloe base to it, where most creams, the base is really water. And so they don't have that richness to it that this does. So it has that. And then it also has what's called wild crafted shea butter infused throughout. And that is known to be one of the most moisturizing, hydrating, nourishing creams there is. So the combination of those two is really what does it. And it is such a hit that it's not just, you know, something that you buy for yourself in your shower. You will find, and many of you probably already have, they sell this in some of the most high-end spas around the country. They sell it in the high-end salons around the country. So it is, you know, gets quite a big following, sort of a cult following. And in fact, I'm so glad the maker, Anne, is in the chat with us, because Anne, am I correct that this is your favorite as well? Is this your favorite product? I think you said that at one point, so I just wanted to make sure. Let's see. Someone saying, thank you. I have sensitive feet. I have a feeling I may have missed a question there. I think I did, so I apologize for that. Let's see, Anne, this is absolutely, I thought it was Anne. So yes, so it is. Anne herself says this is her absolute favorite product. I mean, you guys will not be sorry. You have got to try this. And I will say it goes a long way, even though you might be tempted to take it up your whole body. In fact, I am known to put it on my décolletage as well. So I'm in love with both of these. You can buy them individually. You're seeing right now, I have the pumice stone, the terracotta highlighted there. And then you've got the nourishing foot cream right there. Again, going into summer, going into spring travel, if you have any vacation plans and you're going to be bearing those feet, you will be so happy to have this. And then the fact that you can also get both of them, I'm going to highlight that right now in the carousel as well. So it's just a little bundle that's going to save you a little bit of money. And in fact, today you're getting 10% off of that bundle that was already saving you money. So this is a good way to go. If you need a little glow up, that is going to do wonders for you. You will love it. And please tell me if you get it. Tell me if you love it as much as I do, especially that foot cream. Oh my gosh. I almost feel like it's almost a shame to sell them separately, because together it's just magic. It really is. She's saying it's also great if you get a little too much sun. Well, that makes sense, right? Because it's got that aloe base. So I bet it feels amazing if you've had too much sun. So thank you for that. That's one of the things I love about live shopping. We get to have the people who created these products right here with us, giving us little tips and tricks. So if you guys have questions for Anne, do not be shy. Definitely put that in the chat. I'm sure she would love to hear from you and to answer you. Anne, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all you do. I mean, all of your products are fabulous. You guys, I will tell you that Robert Redford has Anne's robe. So you can check out, I don't know if the robe is on Amazon or not, but I do know it's on the website. The towels are on the website. I think the towels are on Amazon as well. Everything she does is so wonderful. That is that little slice of luxury, you guys, that I was talking about. This is that pampering that we all deserve in our ripe old age of 50 and beyond. One other little mention, I told you she has so many things on her site that I love. I just want to hit on one more thing, because I just used it today for the first time and I kind of fell in love with it. And that is, there's a product she has called shower steamers. Has anyone tried a shower steamer? Let me know in the chat if you've ever tried this before. Basically, all it is you get in the shower, and inside of this bag, you will find a bunch of these little guys, and you open it up, and it kind of looks like a big aspirin, if you will. Let me show you. There you go. There's my little aspirin. And this is eucalyptus mint, and my gosh, I wish you could smell it through the camera. I'm sure Jen can probably smell it all the way over there. Yeah. All you do is you put it at your feet in the shower. So you want that shower stream going right on it, and it just pretty instantly, I would say it takes about a minute or two, that it just starts, the steam activates that eucalyptus and mint, and it creates just this spa-like experience in your own shower. And it is so, the word I want to use is, it's invigorating and energizing. That's how I felt. Like, to me, I did this afternoon, and I was thinking, what a wonderful thing in the morning, because it really did make me feel like really awake and alive. And you're breathing that in, and it's just clearing you up. It's such a nice treat. So I'm excited to try it again in the morning, and just, really just to kick off my day. I think it's fabulous. And as I was saying, as we get older, I think we do need to steal those little moments. And these shower steamers are a way to do that. And remember those commercials, Calgon, take me away? Shower steamers take me away. Lock that bathroom door, put this in your shower at your feet, and you will be so happy you did, because it's kind of fun, but it's also very luxe, and you feel very fancy when you do it. So enjoy that. We've got Portland, Oregon in the house. Welcome, Blondie. I think it says. My eyes are terrible. Okay, we are going to move on. I have so many good ones to go. Okay, let me make a little bit of room here. I'm really excited to be sharing this next brand with you guys. And the segue to this brand is perfection, because I am such a believer. Of all the things I have learned in my time working with the skincare experts and the makeup artists and, beauty experts that I have, the one thing that everybody hits on when it comes to tips is exfoliating. And we've already talked about it with our feet, but we cannot neglect our bodies. I mean, it is so, so important. And this brand that's called Sima, they have come out with something that I could only wish I knew about or that existed years ago. Because the very first time I used it, it's one of those things like, what the heck? What have I been doing all my life without this? And so what it is, I'm going to show, they have several different items. I'm in love with all of them. But the one that really got me is they have a Japanese exfoliating body towel. So this is an extra long. It is, let me just show it to you. It's almost 48 inches, I believe. I think it's 47 inches. Here we go. Look at that. So really nice and long. It comes in the white. It also comes in black, and it comes in pink. And I'll show you this. So here's the black as well. But the magic, actually, I'm going to show you it in the black, the magic of it, because this is a double-sided exfoliating towel. And so what that really means is that you have two levels of exfoliation with this body towel. And I had never heard of a body towel. I've heard of those, those little long things that you can go like this with. And, I've tried all of those things, and the loofahs that are long, trying to get my back, and the loofahs with the long wood handle, and tried them all. And I thought they worked decently until I tried this. Excuse me. This is a total game changer, because not only is it so long, but it's also nice and wide. So when you put it behind you, I mean, it's almost like a pashmina, the size of it. And you put it behind you and you do this all the way down your body. It is, not only does it feel insanely good, but the exfoliation, the level of exfoliation you get when you use, as I mentioned, there's two different sides to it. So there is this side here. So there is a hexagonal pattern in this that works wonders. You'll feel it when you use it, that it's different than anything you've ever felt before. It's also infused with silver, if you can believe that. And so that's what really makes it a deeper, I think that's why, a deeper exfoliation than anything I've had before. And then you turn it over and it's a lot less texture. So this is great. The way I look at it is this is more for washing and this side is more for exfoliating. And I was thinking as I was doing it for the first time, oh my gosh, I must have needed it so bad, because I've never used something that could contour to every part of, especially the back of my body. But I did it on my knees, I just that way, on my feet, I did it everywhere, top to bottom. And so what that does, and much like that foot scrubber that we talked about, it is sloughing off that dead skin, which means the more radiant, youthful skin can come through. It is stimulating that cellular turnover, which produces collagen. So imagine all the goodness that does for your skin just right there. And then when you get out of the shower, after exfoliating from head to toe, your pores are opened up. So anything that you're going to put on from a product perspective afterward is going to absorb, and it's going to be so much more effective than if you would put that same product on top of dead skin. Can you imagine? I mean, can you see how helpful that can be, and how much more youthful and radiant and luminous your skin can look when you're if you on a regular basis are doing that exfoliation? It's amazing. So if you are someone who only wants to exfoliate maybe once or twice a week, great. The other time you're going to just turn it over and you're going to use the wash side. But either way, you're getting every nook and cranny, and it feels amazing. The other thing I love about it is this is going to last. This lasts, what they say is 20 times longer than a typical loofah or any kind of sort of body scrubber that you would get from a pharmacy or whatnot. So I love it because it's reusable and it's really easy to clean in the shower. You're just putting it under the water, and because it's so large, it's so easy to just wring it out. You hang it up, it dries very, very quickly, and it's ready for the next time. So I am going to highlight that right now. There we go. Okay, and so as I mentioned, it does come in the black, it comes in the white, and then it also comes in the pink. So I love them all, but one of the things I was thinking about is, depending on how many people you have in your household, it's kind of nice to get different colors, because I don't like to share loofahs. I don't know if it's just me, but I think we should all have our own. So I like that they have different colors as well. And when I first started using it, I started with this, but then I added this into the mix. So this is an excellent facial exfoliator. So it's all the same goodness that's in the body towel, but it is in the size of a face towel. So being able to exfoliate like that on a regular basis so easily and so effectively, and then just turning it over and using this side just to, wipe everything clean. I don't know how I ever didn't have this before. One other little tip I want to mention is, as we're coming into spring, summer, and shoulder bearing and leg bearing and all that fun stuff, is I am a self tanner. I do like to put a little bit of self tan on. I just think I look healthier and I feel healthier when I have a little bit of a sun-kissed glow. So there is no better way to get that perfect sun-kissed glow than by exfoliating first. And maybe many of you already know that, but this, I can't imagine there being a more effective way to ensure that you've exfoliated everything and that you haven't left, your elbows or anything to collect that tanning cream. And you know what happens when we do that? We get that orange, we get the streaks, we get all that. So the best thing that you can do if you're going to use the self tanner is a really good exfoliation. And so this Sema exfoliating towel is just perfect for that. And so with that, I do have to mention, because I said I was going to weave in a couple of my favorites when it comes to, little tips and tricks. People always, because they know that I do use self tanner, they always say, what's the best one? And so I think we have it in the carousel. Yes, there we go. You guys, trust me on this one. I've tried every single one. I have tried the most expensive. I've tried the cheapest. I have tried the foams. I've tried the sprays. I've tried them all. And every time somebody comes out with a new one, I try that one too. And every time I go back to the one you're seeing right here in the carousel. It is the Jergens Natural Glow. It is the mousse. So it pumps, and I don't have it with me, but I wouldn't even pump it in my hand if I did, because, we get the orange on the hands. But I'm sure I could exfoliate it right off with this guy. But there's nothing better. It is the perfect color. There's no orange to it. It just looks so natural. It's so buildable. It happens fairly quickly. I use the deep. To me, it's not that deep. It just kind of gives you that really nice glow, and it doesn't smell. So I really love that. And I love that it doesn't transfer onto I have white sheets, and it doesn't transfer, which is really nice. I mean, I do wait a little bit. I wouldn't put it on and get right into bed. But it works so well. And I am seeing that it is on sale today too. So I would grab that. I will tell you, if you go to Rite Aid or CVS or any one of those, it is a lot more than what you're seeing in the carousel there. And you're noticing that I'm not saying the price, right? I get in trouble if I say the price, just so you know. Just because this can be watched later, and if it's not on sale, or if I say a price and then someone says, wait a minute, she said it was this much and it's not this much. So that's why I'm not saying the price, but I'm alluding to it. But I will tell you, at the regular pharmacies, it's about $5 or $6 more than that. So I always buy mine here on Amazon every time. Having said that, I do want to give you a little tip if you don't already know this, because as you know, there are a lot of knockoffs, and sadly, it makes me so angry. But the way that you know, because I have ordered it in the past where it came and I used it, it looked like it was a bit of a different color. And then when I used it, it did not do the same tan that I'm used to. And I quickly figured out that that's what was going on. So you always have to make sure that you click on the storefront. So click the Jergens storefront, which the one that I have in the carousel is the legit one. I can tell you that. So make sure that you're getting the right one, or I can't stand behind the other ones because they're not good. So the real deal is really important. And not only because they're not good, but I don't ever want to support counterfeiters. Anybody who sells on Amazon knows what I'm talking about with that one. So that is my favorite. The other little tip I have to share, because it's another just holy grail, I don't know what I would do without it, is also in the carousel there. It is the Sally Hansen. If you've never tried it, you got to try it. Sally Hansen airbrush legs. And let me just say, it does what it says. You put it on, they have a mousse, they have different variations of it. I do the medium and I do the good old fashioned cream. And it's a bit like a leg makeup, but not so heavy like that. So what it does is it really evens out the tone, the skin tone on your legs. If you have, blotchiness, or maybe you have varicose veins or age spots, whatever it is, by putting a little bit of that Sally Hansen on, oh my gosh, I'll talk about shaving years off your legs. This is the trick. This is sort of that celebrity glow that we all see on the red carpet. That's how they do it. I think it's Sally. It's got to be Sally Hansen. Oh my gosh. And it is a great discount tonight also. If you guys, if you haven't tried it, and this is another one where it says Sally Hansen airbrush legs, but between you and me, just the two of us, I actually will use it on my arms. I'll use it on my décolletage because it evens out your skin tone. Does give you that sort of that airbrush look wherever you put it. And it is water resistant. It is not quite as transfer proof as the Jergens is. I will say that. So after I've put it on and it dries, I'll take one of those mitts and I kind of just smooth it out and make sure that I get anything off that might have transferred if I didn't do that. So I do caution you with that. But if you are going to a special event or anything at all, you just, maybe are feeling self-conscious with, or maybe you just want to look more tan, that is a wonderful trick. It's one of my favorite beauty tricks of all time, I have to say. So I had to throw that one in there. The other one thing I want to mention from SEMA that I didn't get to, that I have kind of fallen in love with by accident. They have face towels that are disposable. I'm going to show you them right here. They're sort of gentle, they call them gentle face cloths. And this is another one. I go, gosh, because now I just keep it right up at my vanity. And when I'm washing my face and not exfoliating, I just want to do a regular face wash, I just pull one of these out like so. And so it is this face cloth that is very durable. It almost feels like it's not a disposable face cloth. It's got a little texture to it. You can see right there. It is hypoallergenic, perfect for sensitive skin. There's no dyes. There's no nothing. It's as safe as can be. And I've had some skin allergies in the past, pretty significant ones. So where I can't have certain kind of detergents and things like that on washcloths. So I always get nervous, especially if I'm either traveling or at someone else's house using washcloths that I can't have on my face. So I love these because they work so well. The texture on it just removes impurities, dirt, makeup, whatever, really, really quickly. I will wring it out in the sink. And I feel like I could reuse it again and again. But what my little trick is, what I do is after I've washed my face, I'll wring it out and then I'll wipe down the sink. And so I kind of use it double duty as, just cleaning up before I leave the bathroom. And then I can toss it in the trash and be done. And I'm sure I just recently started using them. I'm sure I will have a million other reasons why I love these, but it's kind of just one of those staples that we all need in our bathroom for washing our face, cleaning up, you name it. So I'm in love. They are 100% natural, cruelty-free, vegan, you name it. And it is by the same company that created these amazing body exfoliating towels and the face exfoliating towel. So pick those up too. That's a great one. And let's see how many come in this. I did not check that beforehand. There are 50 in here. Someone was asking about that. So thank you for that. Let's see, it's great for travel because I don't like using hotel towels on my face. Same, and that was Rana. I totally agree, especially because I just don't know what kind of detergent they use. But they're also so rough and all of that anyway. So this is a great, great travel option. Love them. Thank you, Seema. Okay, guys, we are going to move on, and we're going to be doing a giveaway in probably about 5 or 10 minutes. So if you have not already entered the giveaway, you got to get in on that, because we are going to be giving away we're giving away 2 of the beauty products that I have going to be either have already showed you or going to be showing you. And to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is click that QR code right there. Give us your name and email, because if you are the winner, producer Jen is going to reach out to you, get your shipping address, and send you the product that you want. How easy is that? And again, no strings attached. You don't have to buy anything. It is just our way of saying thank you for tuning in with us on Amazon Live. And if you're just joining us, I am your host. I am Marcy McKenna, and I am so glad you guys are all here joining me for one of my favorite topics, beauty, especially the best of beauty for women over 50. So fun. Okay, speaking of so fun, this is a beauty product. It's kind of a non-traditional beauty product, but I have fallen in love with this. When I first found out about it, I thought I could never use that. I would never use that. I would let my kids use it, but I am not touching that with a 10-foot pole. What am I talking about? I am talking about a product. I'll just show it to you right here. It is actually called Icy Mojo, and it's a great, great name for it. You guys probably, unless you're living under a rock, you've probably heard about all the rage right now are those cold plunges. Who has done a cold plunge? Who's jumped in the cold, cold, icy cold water? And I don't know how long. My son does it all the time. Oh my God, it makes me crazy. And I have another son who has a heart condition, so he doesn't get to do it. I don't let him do that. But what this brand has created is pretty remarkable. And after I tried it just one time, I was not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole, but I was dared, and I did. And let me just show you what I'm talking about. This, again, is called Icy Mojo. So this is what was right inside of here, and looks a little like me, don't you think? But if you turn it to the side, you'll see it looks like it's just about an inch thick, so very slim silhouette, so easy to travel with. But it is so clever. When you push it through, you will see that it becomes sort of a little, almost looks like a top hat, but a sink of sorts. What you do with Icy Mojo is when it is collapsed, you are going to fill this up with water, and it is creating, it's basically sort of almost like a stencil for ice cubes. So you're filling it up with water, you're putting it in the freezer, and then once it is frozen, you just simply push it out like this, and out loosens up all those ice cubes, fill it with water, and you now have a cold plunge for your face. So you are just going to dip your face in like that. You're going to hold it in there as long as you can. Start slow and work your way up. That's what I did. But my gosh, it feels, now I get why people do the cold plunge, because it is so invigorating, so exhilarating, and just, I mean, talk about makes you want to start the day. But not only does it feel so good and wake you up and kind of just rev your engine, but it also, what it does for your skin, and that's why I wanted to have it in this, because very few people know about this, and I think it's perfect for a beauty show, because it's incredible what it does for your skin. It not only does it get that circulation going, so your skin looks, you get the rosy cheeks and all of that, but it also tightens the skin and tightens those pores. So it's just sort of a lifted, but then again, more kind of glowing, because your circulation is going. So it really does make a difference. If you're going to a special event, something like that, to do this before you do your makeup, you'll be so glad you did, especially if you're tired and you feel like your skin is just sagging and dragging. My gosh, always have this in your freezer. And maybe you don't do it every day, but when you're just kind of having one of those dragging days, trust me, this is a game changer. I'm going to show you the video so you can see exactly how this works. Super simple. So there she is. There it is, flat, like we showed you. She's filling it with water, puts it in the freezer, and just, takes as long as it takes ice cubes. And then you'll see how just by it just kind of, you know, loosens and they all become those ice cubes. And there you go. I'd love to know what if she had any words after that. So it is, I mean, it is a little terrifying at first, but once you get used to it, once you've done it one time, it's something, you guys, that you will look forward to again and again. And I think it's actually such a fun gift to give. If you have someone with a birthday coming up and they're someone that likes beauty at all, or, you know, cares about if they would appreciate the same benefits that a cold plunge would have, this makes that cold plunge a little bit easier because you're not doing your whole body. And so it does have those same benefits of the cold plunge. Like people use cold plunges for everything from anxiety to, it does stimulate the vagus nerve. I'm a big, I got very into the vagus nerve lately for various reasons. But in my case, it was digestive issues that I was having. And so I was using a device that did that. And when I learned that this does that same thing, fantastic. So lots of good benefits to it beyond just the skin, beyond just how it makes you feel. It's really, really worth trying, you guys. If you haven't, oh, I didn't even highlight it. Let me highlight it. Oh, I lost my app. Where is it?
I already highlighted it.
Oh, thank you. Jen's way ahead of me as always, you guys. Anyway, fun gift to give, but something that you guys will love yourself. You really will. I dare you to try it. Okay, we are going to do one more product and then we're going to do the first giveaway. I don't even know where to start with this one. I do know where to start because I have featured it a few times. And every time I feature it, anytime I'm doing anything that is my favorite beauty products, this has to be on the show. I can't do a show without it because it really, and I kind of joke about it because originally when I was first sent it and I was asked if I would want to include it in one of my shows, I was going to turn it down because I thought I didn't really get it. And I thought it was a little gimmicky and I didn't know if I'd actually use it and what would I say about it if I wouldn't use it. And I'm, really, that's important to me to always be able to be authentic. And I didn't know that I could be. Well, now I have become the biggest groupie, the biggest fan of this product. Not only do I use it every day, every single day for multiple reasons, and I'm going to get into all that. I even use it in the car. I use it. I would die without this. So what is this? This is called, let me just show it to you right here. This is called Luna Essent. And it was created by a woman named Rana, who is inside the chat. I'm so glad she's there. She's here with us. And she actually created it for herself because her son had skin issues and she was having to put on, I think it was eczema that he had. And she was having to put on those sort of cortisone or those steroid cream onto his skin. She was putting it on her fingers first, to rub it. And she was having issues with her own skin because of that. And she just thought, I need some kind of an applicator to apply this medicated cream. And so then this kind of like, the wheels got spinning about what else she could use that applicator for. And she got busy and created Luna Essent. And so basically what it is, it's very well designed. That was one reason I thought to not feature it originally, was I didn't understand why it was so well designed. But when you use it, you will know what I'm talking about. The way it's engineered, the way this head pivots, it is incredible how it contours to wherever you're using it. It contours perfectly. So what it's become most used for is for the face. And not only can you use it to apply skincare, but you can also use it to apply makeup for the most flawless foundation application you've ever tried. It is the single cleanest, most flawless way to do a makeup application. So when it comes, mine came in this beautiful gift box right here. And so you can keep it in here to store it. I love it. It's really, really beautifully done. Everything about this product, this brand, is beautifully done. And it comes in a few different colors. This is the light blue. There's a excuse me, a really pretty yellow, and then there's a blush, gorgeous. And it comes with 2 silicone pads. As you're seeing, this is one right here. This one is very, very smooth. There's no texture to it at all. And then this one does have a texture. I'm not sure if you can see that there. And so this one I use when I'm doing more of sort of a facial massage. The smoother one, if I'm doing any kind of application, whether it is, I'm going to go back to that sunless tanner. It's the best way to apply sunless tanner to your face is with luminescent. But the way that I use it, that I have fallen so in love with, is I started using it as lymphatic drainage tool. I had watched a YouTube video on it and was fascinated by the importance of draining our lymphatic system, that it is the one system in our bodies that doesn't automatically do the draining for us or do the work for us, like our heart pumps blood. So it actually does need stimulation. And so I use a facial oil. There's one in particular that I love that's a papaya vitamin C. It's oh, I think I have it here somewhere. I'll show it to you. But I just put that. I usually will put it on my hand and do that. And then I do a full facial massage. But we've got our lymph nodes here. These are kind of the biggest ones. So when you've got that oil on, so you put that on so that it gives you just a really nice slip so you're not tugging your skin. But when I first started doing it, I was feeling a little bit of tenderness. And what I realized was that was because my lymph nodes were a little bit plugged and they needed to be massaged and released. And so it's something I look forward to every day. And I'll start here and you can find videos all over YouTube that show you how to do it. But also if you wake up with puffy, maybe you've got bags under your eyes or puffiness, putting this under your eyes and going up like that, it feels so good. And it really works wonders, like really, really quick. Sometimes I will put it in the freezer if I want that cooling effect. The other thing you can do is you can put these pads into the microwave. If you're wanting sort of a heated facial massage, you can do that. I would do about 10 seconds at a time till it's just how you want it. And then you can apply it or you can use it that way. But again, all over my face. That's what I do in the car. I really, really do. And people look at me when they think I'm crazy, but once you start doing that lymphatic drainage, when you don't do it, you feel it. And your skin does not look as radiant because you're not, in addition to the lymphatic drainage, you're also increasing your circulation and the blood flow. And they say no flow, no glow. No flow, no glow. So this gets everything flowing so that you are glowing. Kind of like that. Rana, you can use that if you'd like. But it is a wonderful tool. And as I said, you can put foundation right on it and apply your foundation. You can do the sunless tanner. But when you are using this for those very expensive serums, your face creams, all of that, the side benefit, and really this isn't a side benefit, it's a big benefit, is that you are going to use a lot less product. Because traditionally we're putting it on our hands. Some of it's being absorbed into our fingers, into our skin. So we're wasting it on our hands. And when it touches our hands, the efficacy of the product is immediately starts to degrade because there's bacteria, there's all of that. But when you're putting your serum directly on here and then directly onto your skin, there is no waste. And the efficacy is as prime as it can be. So many benefits to using this. I cannot even tell you. I know Brenna's going to chime in here. She's saying she created a 20% off code just for the show. It is valid today from 10 p.m. to midnight tomorrow. So the code, Rana, thank you so much for doing that. The code is 20 luminescent. So 20% off, you guys. And I'm going to be honest, this is a product, when I saw the price point originally, that was another reason I thought, I don't know, that price point and this product, it just didn't make a lot of sense to me. But this will be the most indispensable beauty tool you will ever have. And it's so well built that it's another one of those lifers. I mean, I use this to death and it is like it's brand new. And like I said, every contour, you do your eyes, and especially if you're getting a headache or anything, it feels so good. So I used to do the gua sha. I've done the facial rollers, all of those things. This has completely replaced that for me. So much better and so easy to travel with. It also comes with this adorable gold spoon. So that just makes it easy to get your product out, transfer it if you need to do that. But just the whole kit, the 2 silicone pads, it's fabulous. The average US woman saves about $400 on annual skincare costs. So meaning by using Lunaescent, we would save an average of $400. Is that true? Oh my gosh. It's also an ice roller, a gua sha, a jade roller, a mask brush. Masks. I have not used it for a mask. That's a great idea. And more. It really is. It's such a multi-use tool. Really, I mean, that's why I say it's one of those just indispensable. Once you start using it, you'll use it for everything. And you'll just, it elevates the whole experience. Whatever you're using it for, it just takes it up because it's so luxe, so sort of fancy and pretty and works so well. You use half the amount. Oh, so she's done the studies to see that whatever face products you use, this will save you about half. So you use about half as much. In fact, one time when I featured it, there was other skincare products on and they were not happy because they said people are going to buy less of their products because of this guy. So if you are someone who's spending a lot on your skincare products, that's just one more reason to love Lunaescent. Okay, guys, we are going to do our first giveaway. So let's see, we have a winner already. And let me think about which product I'm going to be giving away. You know what? I believe, oh gosh, I'm a little torn here. I think I'm going to give away a Sima body exfoliating towel because I will tell you, that's probably my favorite new beauty brand purchase of the year. And I know we're only a couple of years in, but I buy a lot of beauty products, but more than just the year. This is the most like light bulb, aha, where has this been all my life product that I've used in a very long time. So I'm excited for somebody else to have the opportunity to try a Sima body exfoliating towel. And the first winner of our giveaway, we're going to do another giveaway at the end. So if it's not too late to join for that one. And if you don't win this one, you still might win that one. So the first winner is Polly Schott. So Polly, congratulations. I'm not sure if Polly is here with us live or not, but congratulations. You are going to love it. And when you get it, I always ask this, again, no strings attached, but if you're loving it, we would love for you to post about it and tag the brand, tag Sima, let them know. And if you want to post a video or something like that, even better. Tag me too, so then I can kind of help you to keep your promotion of Sima going. Kind of a win-win there. Okay, guys, we have a couple more. We have a few more products. The next 2 brands are incredibly innovative. The next one in particular is probably the single most innovative beauty product I've ever featured or ever used in my entire life. And I kid you not, that is not an exaggeration. So I hope everybody is still here with us because you are going to be so glad you know about it, but so interested to know about this product. The true story, I featured this product. I'm going to show it to you right here. It's called EDO Skincare and such a pretty bottle. But I featured this 2 months ago, maybe a month ago. I forget exactly when it was. Because it is on the more expensive side, I'm going to highlight it right now so you can see what I'm talking about. It is a little on the pricey side when it comes to skincare. And they had sent me a bottle to feature. And I was so excited to try it that I committed to myself that I was going to follow their directions, do exactly what they said for at least 30 days to see if it really, really works. And I did that because I read so many of the reviews and they were so remarkable. Like I thought, how could these be real? How could it really work as well as these people are saying? And these people were saying this was way too expensive. They couldn't afford it, but they had to try it because of what they heard. And now it's like they just find a way to put this into their budget because it is that good. So that's why I committed to it. And someone's just chiming in saying this stuff seriously works. You guys, it's crazy how good this works. This is, Jen knows too, I told her the same thing. So after using it for just about a month, I tracked down the CEO of the company, and I sent him a direct message on Instagram, and I said, holy cow, this actually really works. And, you know, we hear so many promises from so many skincare brands out there. And within 30 days, for me to really have a noticeable difference, I mean, really noticeable difference for me, I couldn't believe it. And I just thought, is there something else I'm doing that might have changed it? But when I go back to the reviews and I read what they're saying, it's exactly what I'm experiencing. So what makes this so unique and so special? First of all, unlike any other skincare brand I know of, this was developed by a brain scientist, a neurologist. His name is John Blass. John, his whole specialty, his whole focus in his career has been Alzheimer's research and what causes it and how to help it. Thank God for people like John Blass. His wife, Gita, ended up having a surgery, I think it was, and she had a very deep scar from that. And they got to talking, and he got to thinking about what he had created for Alzheimer's research and the way that that technology works for reversing the aging process to help people with Alzheimer's research. And he figured out a way to harness elements of that and make it topical. And so that is what is right here. I'm going to open it up. And when you use this, I will say something that's really important is you do really need to shake it well to bring all the ingredients together. And then I use about, and I don't know if the brand is with, oh, they are here. I says, I'm here and it works. It absolutely works. I use about a half of a dropper. Is that right? I'm curious. I would love for you guys to let me know. So I use about that much, rub it around, and then I pat it all over my face. I even do my neck and my décolletage, and that much that does the job. I do it under my eyes. I do my whole face. That is the first step that I do before I do anything else with my skincare. I say that's the first step. Really, the first step is exfoliating. And so IDEO does recommend they want you to exfoliate at least once a week when you're using this. So I followed their directions to a T. I exfoliated once a week, maybe even twice a week. And that's why I was so happy to show you those Sema face towels before this, because that is perfection with this. So by doing that, they have what's built into this is what they call, it's an RMA, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the complex. I don't know why that was such a hard word. RMA complex. So it has resveratrol is the the R, malate is the M, and then antioxidants is the A. So that is the core. But basically what it does is it retrains your skin to sort of, somebody called it in one of the reviews, it's almost like memory foam for your skin. It trains your skin to bounce back. And that is what I noticed. It really does, what they tout is that it targets 8 different signs of aging. And it's all the ones that we know about, is the skin tone, it's the wrinkles, it's the elasticity, it's all of those things, but it's designed to target each one of them. And so what I was really looking at, there were 2 areas that I was looking at that caused me to DM him and say, my God, it really works. And I had some really pretty significant lines here, whether it was from laughing or sleeping on a pillow like that. And then the lines under my eyes and my crow's feet were my most pronounced. And I want to say 2 weeks in, I really started getting closer to my mirror thinking, I think I'm really noticing a difference. These have almost all but disappeared. It's been remarkable. And so if you are somebody that is on a budget when it comes to beauty and skincare, I would encourage you to give this a try, because the amount of money that we would spend on all these different products that don't really work, and we do them again and again and again, you could spend that on this, and it is going to work for real so much faster. In fact, I love that they actually lay out, and they've studied it again and again and done, real verified tests with many, many people, and they lay out sort of a timetable. And I appreciate that because you kind of want to know what to expect. And basically 5 days in, you'll start to notice a difference. And I would say that's about right. And I hadn't seen the timetable when I first started doing it. I wrote this down somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. So 5 days in, you're going to start seeing more even skin tone. I do notice more even skin tone too. That is something I notice. I don't remember when I noticed it, but I do notice that. And then about 14 days in, that's when the fine lines start to lessen. And that is pretty much exactly what I noticed. It was my eyes and here that I noticed it the most. And then 30 days in, a few different things start to happen. Your pores get smaller. I have to look in the mirror to see if that's true. I haven't really looked at my pores. I don't know. You guys, is that true? The wrinkles continue. So we talked about fine lines at day 14, but then it's the wrinkles. And so that's what I would say happened here is this was more not fine lines. This was more of the wrinkles. These were more of the fine lines. So that started to happen. And then dark spots and things like that start to diminish as well. So I would encourage you guys. I read every single review on Amazon for this. I've read every review on a couple other different websites as well. They are not fake reviews. They are real reviews. Someone's saying yes. Can't. Oh, I'm missing. Oh, can men use it? It was a question. And yes, absolutely. And I know men are getting much more into skincare these days. There's a whole lot going on in men's beauty and skincare. And so definitely. So it has been remarkable. That's all I can say. That's the word that comes to mind for me is remarkable because I was blown away enough to directly reach out to them and let them know that. And it was so great. He responded right away and he said, I know, I'm telling you, this really works. So his name is Andrew, by the way. And I'm hoping Andrew's the one that's here with us. Now, you can imagine how excited I was when I learned that they came out with a brand new product. So this product is brand spanking new. So this is brand new to Amazon. They literally just got it up just in time for this show, really. And so I'm so excited. I used it for the very first time yesterday. So I can't speak to this one in the way that I can speak to this one. But if it is anything like it, which I'm sure it is, I'm sure that they're designed to complement each other, then I'm going to have just as rave reviews for this one. And I was so happy to note that they did come out with this because this is kind of step 2. This is a Skin Memory Daily Moisturizer. So this is the Skin Memory Serum. And so what I was doing, I'm doing the exfoliating, I'm doing the serum, and then I'm going on to my other skincare products. But I'm loving this so much that I'm wishing that there was something to go after. I wish and I shall receive. So they did come out with this. They just came out with it. It is anti-aging moisture RMA complex. So it's utilizing that same technology, that same formula, but putting it in the form of a moisturizer to complement what this is already doing. So that same technology that John Blass, when I say technology, the research, all of that incorporated into this entire skincare line. And how, I mean, it's crazy to think of all the different ways that same technology or formula could be used for other things as well. But I loved it the first time I put it on. It feels amazing. It feels silky, very moisturizing, very light. I mean, it feels very luxe. Let's just say that. And I don't know if you can see there. I am starting to put my face products on my hands now, as when I have any excess, just the tops of my hands. I don't know why I didn't do that before. My dermatologist is a big proponent of that and always tells me that. And I finally started doing it and I thought, why haven't I done that all this time? So that's something we should all probably be doing. So as you can tell, I'm in love with this very, very innovative skincare brand. I would encourage you guys, try it, give it 30 days. You'll be blown away. And if you have any doubt, read even half, even a quarter of the reviews, and you will know what I'm talking about. And they are legit. So fantastic. Thank you guys. And I'm going to be reporting back on my thoughts on the moisturizer very, very soon. And this is twice a day that you're going to use this. Let's see. Morning and night, massaging into skin with an upward motion. We always need to be doing that. Okay, we are going to move on to another very innovative skincare brand. And so it's kind of interesting that these are right next to each other. Actually, I put them there for that reason. So I guess it's not that interesting. But this is another one of my holy grail skincare brands. And this is, they know, because I panic when I run out of the first product I'm going to show you. And every time I run out, I have to hurry and get more because it works so well. So the brand is called Soam Institute. And they started out, they were a company that was a beauty research company where these big fancy beauty brands would hire them to do all of the testing on their products, to verify the claims of their products, things like that. So they know the ins and outs of beauty like nobody else. And they developed a proprietary technology based on everything that they were finding with those bigger brands. And that technology is called MDT5. And rather than break down the acronym, what I will say is that what it does is it's really a delivery system for the ingredients inside the product. And so what's unique about that delivery system is that it allows whatever ingredients are in the product, it can penetrate at much deeper levels than other skincare products can. The microscopic, I don't know all the tech to it, but I do know that this is one of the first products I've ever used where I immediately saw results. There, to me, it's over time. It's, even with IDEO, it's 5 days, 14 days, 30 days. The first time I used this one in particular, these are called transport pads. And I'll open it up and show you exactly what they are. Already opened up because I use them every day. And so they are, the way I think of them is they're exfoliating pads. And so what a proponent I am of exfoliating. But there's lots of product on each one, as you can tell right there. And so before I do the IDEO, I would actually do this too, even if I've exfoliated with my exfoliating towel, just one more time, because it's not just the exfoliating. But there is something about whatever is in here. The first time I used it, I went to my mom's house. I'll never forget, right after, because I don't always get a lot of compliments from mom. And she said right away, your skin looks beautiful. What are you doing? What are you using? And I looked in the mirror at her house and thought, wow, it does actually look really good. And I was thinking, what am I using? And then I remembered I just tried this for the first time. And then, who was the second person? The same day somebody said it to me. And so I thought, oh my gosh, it's got to be that. And so sure enough, every time I use it, I feel like it really makes a difference. For me, it's lifting, it's tightening, it's shrinking the pores. It's creating sort of this really nice, lifted, more tight canvas for whatever I'm putting on after. And so I do the moisturizer after, but then it's the makeup. And so to me, it's that perfect canvas for that. And gosh, what else do I want to say about it? It's because, that's why I say I panic when I run out. I was traveling and I had run out and I didn't want to order it and have it chase me wherever I was traveling to. And so for a week, I didn't use it. And I noticed such a difference. I felt like my skin was a little not as elastic, not as firm, not as tight, and just kind of dull. And I couldn't wait to use it again. And when I used it again, that's when I knew it really was this product that was making that kind of a difference, sort of that tighter, more lifted. So I am totally in love with these. And the other product that I love, and when I thought of doing a show on women over 50, I thought this was just perfect. And it's their eye cream. And this is a hyaluronic acid eye cream that is all the rage. Another one where you just read the reviews and you'll know what I'm talking about. Everybody is in love with this product. And for the same reason, it has that same delivery system in it, the MDT5, which allows it to go to work and actually show improvement almost immediately. And the number one ingredient in it is one of my favorite ingredients. And I always say it does seem like a buzzword, but it actually is a very, very effective ingredient, and that is hyaluronic acid. And so hyaluronic acid is a moisture binding ingredient. So always make sure that before you put it on, you do have some element of moisture, whether you do a facial spritz or even a little water on your hand. And then when you put this on and you just are going to kind of dot it around, then it's going to lock that moisture in, and you'll notice that your fine lines and all of that will kind of plump up almost instantly with this. This is also really good with pigmentation. If you're someone that has dark circles, this is really, really good for that. If you read the reviews, that's probably, dark circles aren't a big deal for me. That's not my number one, but I know that most people that use this for that reason. That's one of the biggies for sure. What else? And the other reason that it's one of the biggies is because what it does is, in addition to the hyaluronic that plumps and binds moisture, it really illuminates, as you can see. So I'm going to show you some before and after pictures so you know what I'm talking about. And so if you have those dark circles, it's really going to brighten you up. And I love that all their before and afters they're UV images, so you can really see the core of the sun damage and skin damage that somebody has. So this one here, as you can see, there's lots of discoloration under that UV light from sun. And only 8 weeks later, look at the difference. If you weren't looking at the eyes, you would almost think it was a different person because it's such a marked difference in that hyperpigmentation. So really, really effective. Another one very similar to that, although much more freckles and all of that. But again, the difference, and this was only 6 weeks using that UV camera. So it's remarkable, another remarkable one. So yes, I mean, there are so many eye creams out there. There are so many exfoliating pads, all of those different things. But again, I've never come across a brand before Soam that if you are someone that wants those immediate results, this is your brand, because you really will notice a difference right off the bat. And then of course, it just gets better the more you use it. So it is a win across the board. Okay, we are going to move on to something just a little bit more fun, but they've got a lot more products. These are just my 2 favorites, so I wanted to highlight those, but I would encourage you to look at all of them, just depending on what your skincare needs are. But it's a brand that I find that not everybody knows about, so I'm always excited to share that with people because I was so impressed when I first used it. So this next one, another thing that I think of as we age, one of the first things that starts to go, that when Jen and I were talking about, it's like clockwork when you turn 50. To me, it's the lips, and we start to get, our lips start to thin. We don't have that pucker that we used to have. And so finding products that can help with the lips, to me, is sort of gold. If you don't have to do, no one wants to I hope no one wants to do the fillers and all that. I know a lot of us do it, but I'm sure we would love to avoid that. And I came across a product that, I will be honest, I saw it on, I don't think it was an infomercial, but it was something like that. And I was so impressed with what I saw. I pride myself on not being sucked in by those things, but I had to try. This was quite a while ago. So I did. I tried. Don't tell anybody, but I did. And this has become a holy grail. Guys, this actually works. This is called City Lips. Has anybody tried City Lips? So mine is almost empty because I use it like crazy, as you can see there. But this is that product that will make it look like you've had filler done. And in fact, my daughter Courtney, that's how I knew it worked so well. She said, "Did you have your lips done, Mom?" And I said, "No, I swear I didn't have my lips done." And she said, "Yes, you did." Swear I didn't. And I owe that to City Lips. And so whatever is in this, I know that hyaluronic, which we were just talking about, is really the active ingredient that makes such a difference. But I put it on morning and night, whether I'm doing makeup or no makeup, because it feels so good on. And it not only, because as we age, we do get the cracking and our lips, I get the feathering above the lips. Definitely. Nothing has worked for me but this. And so I not only put this on my lips, but when I go to sleep at night, I put it over my lips, so above my lip line. And when I wake up, sure enough, those lines, because of the hyaluronic, have kind of, the feathering isn't there like it was before. So it is really, really nourishing and hydrating on the lips, but it is a plumper. So it gives, gives you that plumpness without having to have a filler or surgery or anything like that. And then if you are someone who, or maybe you don't wear a lot of makeup, or maybe you do, but some days you just want the natural look. When you put this on your bare lips, what you'll find is it's your lips, but just a little bit prettier, just a little bit more youthful looking, I would say, because it's not, the duck lip kind of a plump, but it's just, let me show you what I mean. Here's some legitimate before and afters. So I love the one on the right because I think it showed that one, it's not my lips, but that's about how I feel about it. It's not exaggerated, but as you can tell, they're just a little bit more plump. They're much more hydrated. There's less dryness. There's less, kind of caking to or cracking to the lips. And then the one on the left, you can see the fullness is actually quite a bit more pronounced with her. And so it's really that effective. And I love that they didn't do any bright lipstick or anything like that. They kept it nude so that you could really see the difference that it makes. So I am a huge fan of City Lips, and they often, let's see, did I highlight it? Oh, see, Jen, she knows. I'm wanting to see what the price is. Why am I not seeing it here? Okay. But I will tell you that I also really appreciate that they stand behind the product. They say, try it for 30 days. And if you don't like it, we'll give you a refund. So that's, I think, why I ended up trying it for the first time. And I'm still not seeing. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Oh, but are we not seeing a price?
Mm-mm.
Did it sell out?
Yeah.
You guys, I'm so sorry that I didn't notice that. But I'm not surprised it sold out. So now I'm glad that you at least know about it because it does work. And I'm a fan, as you can tell. Okay, we are going to do our very last product. It kind of ties in with City Lips. Let me come back to you here. This is our last product of the show. It ties in with City Lips. I actually just bought a new one yesterday. And I'm so in love with this lip liner that I had to share it with you guys. I didn't originally plan to put it in the show, but I had to share it. This is, especially, I love when you can find an inexpensive one that it's really a dupe for the high-end ones. And I didn't even realize that today this is 40% off. So if you are somebody that likes lips at all and maybe struggles with finding the right lip liner, and if you are aging and your lips are getting a little bit thinner and you're wanting just to, glow them up, this lip liner you've got to try. It's by Maybelline and it's called Lifter Liner right here. What it does, it really kind of sculpts your lip. So it gives it almost like a little bit of that ridge that we lose as we get older. So it defines the lips. And when it sculpts them in that way, if you do have the feathering and you do have any of the wrinkles above the lips, it stops that because it's given you that definition around your lips. So when I use it, this color is actually the one I had before. I'm not finding the one I just bought. The one I just bought is called, oh gosh. Oh, now I'm going to forget and I can't find it. I'm going to find it before we end because I want to share it with you because I really like the color a lot. I like more of a nude kind of a lip, not too much color. Oh, here it is. Okay. So the one I just bought is called Line Leader, and it is more of a nude. This one is much darker. So this one, when I use it, I very, very lightly do it, or I'll use it just for contouring around the lips. But what I do is I line just slightly above my normal lip line, not much at all. I don't want a whole different look, but I do want it to, kind of go back 5 years or so. So that's what I do with that. And it does seem to give me that definition and it reduces any of the feathering. And this to me, combined with the City Lips, is the 1-2 punch. It's perfect. And you don't even need lipstick with it. I'll just do the liner and do a little bit of this and it's so pretty. And it really lasts a good long time. It's both of these are known for that. And so when they're together, it's like almost a full day I'll have this on. And that's it. And so, I mean, even right now, I've been talking and drinking my water and all of that, and it's still almost the same as it was when we started the show. And anyway, so I'm putting it to use for sure, but I love both of those lip products. So if anybody is in the mood for some, or looking for any lip products, these are really great ones to try, especially the Maybelline, with it being 40% off. That's fantastic. And in fact, I think the one that I bought yesterday was much more than not much more, but a couple dollars more than the full price. So that's incredible. In fact, I'm going to get a couple more colors as soon as we're done here. Okay, guys, that wraps up our Best of Beauty for women over 50. I hope that some of you learned something about whether it's a new brand, a new product you didn't know about, or little beauty tips and tricks and things like that. It was super fun. I am so grateful to all the brands that I got to highlight tonight. So thank you so much for letting me do that. It's always fun for me to pick all my faves and share them with everybody. So super fun show. And don't worry, I did not forget about the second giveaway. And so we do have a winner already picked. And what am I going to give away? I am going, oh gosh, I'm a little torn. You know what? I'm going to give away an icy plunge, because I'm willing to bet nobody has tried the icy plunge yet. I think it just recently launched, and it is so awesome. You guys are going to love this. So I shouldn't say you guys, I should say Christina Pitinato. I'm terrible with last names, so I apologize for that. But Christina, you are the winner of an icy plunge. Where's my icy plunge? This is basically a cold plunge for your face, but it's not just all about that shock value. It actually does some wonderful things for your skin. So I think you're going to love it. I want to hear from you when you try it. Actually, I'd love to see a video of you when you try it, because it's quite exciting to watch. So maybe you could have somebody video and post about it. Make sure to tag Icy Mojo. Make sure to tag me, tag Amazon Live, so that we can continue to promote Icy Mojo, because it's a fantastic product. And we're getting lots of thank yous and congratulations. So thank you, everybody, for being here, for joining us for this really fun episode, this beauty episode, Best of Beauty on Amazon for women over 50. And I will look forward to seeing you next time. If you have not already followed my storefront, I would encourage you to do that, and also hit the bell so that you are notified the next time I do an Amazon Live, so you can join me again. I always do all different kinds of, category type shows depending on the time of year and all of that. And I have so much fun with it. So thank you guys for joining me again. And I hope to see you next time. Oh, and Anne just chimed in. Thank you. It's been a fun show. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Bye-bye.